All right, everyone. I hope you're doing well. My name is Mr. T, and I'm an elementary school teacher in Ontario. Love teaching math, love teaching coding, love teaching financial literacy. My YouTube channel is being rejigged, rebranded toward more financial literacy content created for teachers and students to help students learn more about it, as well as teachers learn more about it. But uh, right into spring break, the week before, 2 weeks before spring break, I offered a number of teachers. It was actually a campus of about 80 teachers. I offered them the opportunity to join me for a free workshop with their students and had a number of teachers sign up, about 25 or so, and spread the workshops out in blocks of three and spread it out over about a month. So, what I'm sharing with you now is one of those three workshops. Okay. There will be a video two coming out and a video three coming out. But yeah, I just want to share them with you and hope that you find them helpful. Teachers, feel free to share them with your students, or teachers, watch them on your own time and then take some of the lessons into your classroom and give them to your students. We're going to be using a website called Scratch, and Scratch is my favorite go-to website. Another great one that you may want to consider is code.org. There are also some robotic toys, robotic items that you can buy. My favorite is the Dash robot that works off of an app using Bluetooth, but on the iPad or tablet or cell phone. It uses something called block coding. Scratch uses block coding. Code.org uses block coding. There's another cool robotics kit called Vex. Well, Vex uses block coding. And so it's a very common theme inside of schools. And so I want to focus in on Scratch and talk a little bit about why we code, how we code, some of the jobs that come with coding. I hope over the next three workshop videos you find them helpful. Your students get a little bit encouraged, a little inspired to go and try coding on their own. And I'm really excited to bring these to you. So thank you for checking them out. I really do appreciate it. Let me give you a little bit about the students that came. So the title, although I haven't crafted the title perfectly yet, it's something along the lines of the workshop I shared to 140 students. Well, it's true. And I wrote the numbers down, I had 82 students, or rather, not 82, I had 86 students on one of the days logged into my Google Meet, and I had 54 students streaming from their classrooms. What the teacher did was they logged into the Meet, shared the tab, and broadcast the workshop to their own classroom in real time. So 86 plus 54, that was 140 students, like actual fact. Granted, not all of them were students. There were a few teachers within that count, but it's true that this is a workshop that I did share in front of 140 people, and really excited to share it with you today. Let's jump in to the first project. Okay, let's go over here and we're going to grab our initials. We're going to grab R for Ryan, and we're going to grab T for Tyndale. Okay, R for Ryan, T for Tyndale. Let's make it a little bit bigger. And here is project number one for your students to try. We are going to choose the initials in our name, and we're going to have each letter do something different. Okay? Some of the options inside those educator cards, teachers, are to have a letter change color, turn in a circle. You could have the letter grow or shrink, get bigger or smaller. You could have the letter say something. You could have the letter glide around the screen. Totally up to you. An extension to this, teachers, is to have your students code the whole letter, or rather all the letters of their first name, Ryan, or they could code the letters in Google, and you could have students make a Google Doodle. So they could grab a Google, and they could have the letters do something funky. All right. Further than that, if you want to take this even further, start with the initials, then go to a first name, take it to a real world context. You could have them do an open sign for a small business, OPEN. They have to create a catchy open sign to attract business. Or they could do a birthday card. They could code the letters of happy birthday. They could code the letters of pink shirt day. They could do something that says be kind, and they could create a message that the letters of be kind do something creative and unique. All right. So think through past just initials, teachers. Okay. So we're going to have the T. I'm looking at the T right now. The T is going to we're going to make the color change. Okay. So we're going to grab a look button. We're going to change color by 25. Now watch this. If I go click, 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 if I come up here and I go space bar, now I've created it to go. But here's something I want to try with you is to put a loop block. And loop blocks are right in the curriculum. At least in Ontario, we have a coding curriculum as part of math that we need to follow. Loop blocks are in the math curriculum. What this forever block is going to do, friends, is cause it to change color, change color, change color, change color, change color forever and ever and ever. Watch. So there we go. We have now created our T to change color. We want to slow that down a little. We can change that to 10, or we can change it to 5. That's a little bit slower. Or we can change it to 1. Or we can use decimals and go to 0.5, and that's going to change it really slow. Something really cool here is how the letters change color. We're going to go back to the beginning. So now my T is going to change color, and I want my O, or my R rather, to do something a little bit different. So we're going to have it spin in a circle. So we're going to grab the space bar, we're going to grab the turn block, and we're going to turn it. Well, we'll just pause that for a second. So now we're going to use a loop block, 3 blocks, students. There we go. So we're going to turn 15 degrees. Do it again, do it again, do it again. Watch. So now what we've done is we've coded 2 letters in our name to do 2 different tasks. All right. I have done this with grade 3s, and I've done this with grade 8s, 8th graders. Primary class, and I've done it with middle school students. So it's a very accessible and even easy activity to begin with. All right. We're going to bring this back to 90. Now, let's think about a real world opportunity here. Let's go to an open sign. All right. And we will finish off today's activity with this open sign.